locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Whiteside.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, small ball has become the trend in the NBA, but it might be more accurate to call it average ball. With defensive switching twice as common as it was 5 years ago, the demand is rising for players of average NBA height, and that's around 6'7". Kevin, that's affected not just the big men, but the vertically challenged guys as well.
Point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. And tonight, a battle of offenses that can really stretch defenses thin, Chris, as a former post player. Talk about the advantages of being surrounded by great shooters.
Well, you want to get doubled. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You can be as aggressive as you want early or late to score as much as you can. Why? Because you want that defense to try to stop you, because when they do, you just get it out to wide open shooters that can knock it down. And when you get double teamed, you know, even the hockey assist or the direct assist to a cat can really get their rhythm going. And then you put the defense in a quandary. A catch-22, do they stop you? Do they go to the shooters? And when you get the defense kind of thinking off balance like that, you start to have fun when you add back cuts, alley-oops, spin moves, dunks, drive it to the hole, shooters. It turns into a fun game that way.
A lot of options, you're right. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward.
You can't overcommit when Green has the ball. He'll make you pay by finding the open teammate.
Pass to McCollum. Over Thompson. McCollum, no good. Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Wiggins. Outside, Green. And stolen by Lillard. Tipped away. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge.
Oh, just working the defense in the painted area. Curry with the smooth teardrop.
Lillard against Curry. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Curry. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Thompson. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Oh, quick, concise, fluid stroke. What else do you want from a jump shot? Klay Thompson.
Lillard against Curry. Lillard attacking. That one goes. Count it.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, GA. I mean, it takes skills and a certain level of fearlessness.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lillard against Curry. Passes it to Looney from deep 3-point range. Lillard with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Lillard throws it down.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Curry outside. He can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Ariza. And it's all evened up.
Oh, I love the way Ariza sticks it to the defense, out-muscling and out-working anyone in front of him.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Curry's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Anthony against Green from the arc. Ariza no luck. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Floats it up for Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
Curry against Lillard, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And that one's good. Lillard.
Now, what more can I say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Here's Thompson. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. The pass to Looney. Here's Wiggins. Good D by Ariza.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there. Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
Portland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And he can't hit the second. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I mean, this is something Draymond's added to his game, the floater over the top.
Lillard outside. Pass to Whiteside. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Leaves it dishes to Whiteside. From the left block. Here's Anthony, and the rejection by Curry.
Oh, look at that. You see, that shows what kind of athlete Curry is. His quickness to the ball. Get that shot out of here.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Now here's Lillard. Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Here's Lillard, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Now Thompson. There's the dish to Curry. Off target from outside.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Ariza kicks to Anthony. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. On defense, the Trailblazers. Pass to Curry. Thompson outside. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Here's Anthony, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Matumbo. Oh, come on,
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
Here's Thompson after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Chris with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Curry can't get it to go.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Ariza, and he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
It's clear to me. Is it clear to you that Ariza feels at home in the post? I mean, just working his way inside and nailing these quality shots.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Thompson inside. He's guarded by McCollum. The shot by Thompson, no good. Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Warriors trail by 6. Curry deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Yeah, easy call.
Oh, man, a star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
4-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner, man. Keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Now here's Wiggins. No good again that time.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Hood, the pass to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Poole. Here's Pascal. Wiggins from outside. Collins grabs the miss.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
And he makes both free throws.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
Nurkic kicks to Hazonia. Passes to Simons. Portland with a new 14. And finished off by Nurkic.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 14. There's the pass to Wiggins. Over Hazonia. Off the mark, and the drop continues. And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
He gets that one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Warriors trail by 16. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 5, the Warriors.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Knocked loose and stolen by Hazonia. One-on-one fast break. And finished off by Hazonia.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And so here is Golden State after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Wiggins to halt the run. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Tries yet again, and he lays it up and in. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Poole, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now a moment to see the stats for Wiggins. He's really stood out for them over the past month, averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game, and you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And he knocks down the first one.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with the multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. He's got 10.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Pass to Wiggins. It's not going to go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
The Warriors shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Oman passes to Wiggins. Traps in the tray. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Hood. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Simons missing. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Hood in the corner. Fires from deep. And so it's Portland out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Hezonja. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Oman passes to Poole. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Whiteside. And now, here's Hezonja, covered by Wiggins.
Not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Lets it go from 14. Portland grabs the miss. 22 is their biggest lead. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
We all know Hood can shoot. But there, he showed some grit and determination. Nice basket.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Inside, Smiley, a beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Down low. Here's Hood. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't really seem to bother them. In fact, it appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Collins. Visa comes in for Hezonja, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Hood. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Outside Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 5 now.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
McCollum outside. Whiteside with it. Looney on him. Whiteside, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And here is Anthony after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Lillard, right side. Releases. The shot by Anthony, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 15-point game. Curry with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Curry gets the bucket.
So accomplished from mid-range. Curry is outstanding at finding space to shoot from there.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Whiteside. To the middle. Here's Ariza. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ariza's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Warriors trail by 15. Thompson outside. Pulls up on the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Whiteside with it. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's McCollum. And Looney sends it back. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Bucket is good. Thompson's got 18 points.
The versatility of Thompson. I mean, you want him to defer to other scorers. He'll do it. You want him to carry the load himself. He can do that too.
McCollum outside. Lillard with it. Now Green defending. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Warriors trail by 13. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Lillard against Curry. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Now Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
Take a look at Thompson, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
No good on that one. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Now McCollum after the missed three from Klay Thompson. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Again, Kevin, great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Warriors trail by 16. Curry with it. 9 points in the game so far. Looney kicks to Curry. 17-foot shot on the way. Not that time. His sixth miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. Ariza finds Lillard. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 22 is their biggest lead. Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's Thompson. He's got 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now here's Ariza. Defense right on him. Anthony's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now Lillard after the missed three from Klay Thompson. Lillard attacking.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Warriors trail by 20. Poole the pass to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
The Trailblazers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here is Lillard, 10 points for him. McCollum outside, back to Lillard, 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court. You gotta do it as a unit.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. Left side, Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Such confidence from Curry. I mean, you watch him take it inside. You think he were a bigger player.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norkic checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Anthony. Hood's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's McCollum. 38 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Warriors trail by 21. Chris pass to Thompson. Here's Pascal. Outside Curry. 1:53 left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Outside Hood. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
The Warriors making a switch here. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Goes up on the block, and again, it's Portland converting.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
1:16 left in the first half. Here's Bowman. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the right side. Here's Simons, covered by Chris. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Releases. And it's Simons missing.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Carves out position, holds his ground, makes it an easy call for the ref.
Passes it to Wiggins. And here's Chris. And the shot is long. Portland leading by 20.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And the Warriors miss again. And a wide open look for Hood. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Portland out in front, just dominating this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, you know, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And Anthony gets it to go.
Kevin, they would love to see every possession in with a high percentage shot like that.
The Warriors shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Outside Curry. And that one, good. Curry's got 13 points.
Yeah, maybe you would think Steph would be thrown off by some contact, but think again. Just too good of a finisher in close. Too much feel for the bucket.
Now here's Ariza. In the corner, it's Whiteside. And another 3 for Portland.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. McCollum against Thompson. Curry passes to Looney. No good that time. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. And there's the pass to Carmelo. Trailblazers moving the ball around. He feeds it to McCollum. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thompson finds Curry. Warriors the rebound. Wiggins outside. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Launches it. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's
not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Over in the corner, Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve. Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin, he's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
Chris, you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Looney sends it back. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Shooting two.
And that one misses.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
Zach Collins checked in for Whiteside. Good on the second free throw. And C-Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, you know, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Curry. He's got 13. And it's sent back by Lillard. Cullen passes to Carmelo. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Wiggins. Good D by Ariza.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Now Curry. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Warriors making a change here. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Curry. Nurkic with the block.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
McCollum, no good. The Warriors shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Unloads from 13. Lillard outside. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Fader on the way. Here's Nurkic. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green finds Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Curry against Lillard. McCollum outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got his third bucket of the night.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
And it's Green with the jam.
He doesn't know the meaning of a soft finish. Draymond's always going to throw it down hard.
Now here's Lillard. 18 points for him. Ariza outside. Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Trailblazers score.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
And so it's Golden State with it. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Wiggins against Ariza. Curry wide open. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, because of his quick release, so difficult to close up space on Curry.
Here's Lillard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. McCollum finds Collins. Over Green. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Hood's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Passes it to Chris. Down low. Clock at 6. Here's Bowman. No good off the back of the rim. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. 3rd is Stephen Curry. 4th, Damian Lillard.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And as well as they shoot the 3, I don't think it needs to be the backup plan. It could be a plan A.
That shot off the mark. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum left side. He dishes it to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
On the wing, Wiggins. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Lillard against Curry. Hood for 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
The timing, the execution. Nice job by Hood, not hesitating, and instead taking and shooting right away.
Curry can't get it to go.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Curry with it. He's got 19. He was all alone on that one. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And Lillard kicks to Hood. There's the pass to Nurkic. Over Chris. Now here's McCollum, guarded closely. Outside Collins. The offensive rebound. Oh, that's blocked. they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Curry, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Curry against Lillard. Back to McCollum, 18 feet out. And no good. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. 1:14 left in the third quarter. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, Kev, I mean, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Pass to Wiggins. Chris with it, covered by Hood. Chris can't hit. Portland's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. That's a 2 from Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 9th assist in the game now. So it's the Warriors now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Curry against Lillard. With some arc. And the rejection by Collins. Right side Hood to the paint. Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
Curry outside. That one doesn't go. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. We've got Little. Hezonya's out there with Swanigan. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the NBA seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always
Lord,
been
Kevin.
this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit we're going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Hood for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Bowman, covered by Hood. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Pass to Swanigan. Here's Simons, the three, and the Trailblazers another three.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
So it's the Warriors now. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was.
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bowman passes to Pascal. Smailagic, and the shot is good.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore, a tough one.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Passes it to Trent. Over to the left wing. And it's Simons missing.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East could definitely turn some heads. And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you know, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
From the top of the key, count it. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The pass to Trent, uncovered. The Trailblazers rebound. Lasagna misses the layup. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Hezonja defending. 5 to shoot. Pass to Pascal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Pass to Trent. Now Hezonja. Passes it to Swanigan. Portland moving the ball around. Little. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Warriors shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. Lee outside. Bowman. Hezonja defending. Here's Bowman. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Trent. The pass to Simons. Here's Little. Here's Simons. Pass to Azania. Here's the three. And Lee pulls it down. Simons has gone 1 of 5 from deep. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Azania's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Little passes to Trent. Here's Swanigan. That's tipped. And here is Lee. And now here's Hazonia. He's guarded closely. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He gets it to him off the bounce pass and gets the assist.
With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll love
God.
it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
It's hauled in by Trent.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Up again. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Lee passes to Bowman. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Little gets the bucket.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
The Warriors shooting the pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
And the Warriors with possession here after Nasir Little's bucket. To the inside. Smailagic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And Portland making a change here. Hood's checked in. Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Outside Hood, fires the 3. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Down low. Now here's Little. 5 on the clock. Here's Trent. He can't get it to go. Good D by Lee. The Warriors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Pass to Trent. Here's Swanigan, covered by Lee. Swanigan, the pass to Trent. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Stolen. Here's Trent. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Now here's Lee, and stolen by Hood. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Trent gets the bucket.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Lee outside. Over in the corner. Looney. Pass to Bowman. The 10-footer finds the target. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.